from Universal Studios Hollywood. Welcome to Home and Family.
Any of you out there ever get gel manicures? Who gets gel manicures? Okay,
I think this gentleman in the front row.
Yeah,
you
no,
started
to raise your hand. Well, everyone seems to be getting these gel manicures, but recently there has been a lot of warnings about the potential risks involved. And family member Dr. Sandra Lee is here, and she is back with the latest information about.
Yes, and I know why you're doing that too, because I was actually surprised I was asked back after what I did last time.
Yes, last time.
We're going to talk about that too.
Well, okay, but we could talk a little bit about it. Now, the last time Dr. Lee was here, I had these spots on my hands. I had lots of spots on my hands, and so she gave me a chemical peel on one hand.
Right.
Ow. And then, but just a little bit. It was a peel. It was acid on my hand, and the other one was a fractional. It's called fractional.
It's called a mix-2 microfractional laser.
Fractional laser. Oh man, and this was my hand after she did it.
Right, and then I went right after I treated you, I went straight to Miami on vacation, so I was kind of stressed out that I didn't get to see you.
Is that like really ugly? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, and we treated actually an area too with little liquid nitrogen, so we did 3 different treatments on you. And we get to see them. I think we have some nice before and afters though. So I kind of treated you
I'll show you the after.
aggressively because I knew I wasn't going to see you very often.
Well, my husband looked at my hand and he said, "You look like Benjamin Button." Oh, you know, it was like it was like really awful.
I love Tony.
But no, it wasn't nice. But look how nice. Yeah, it looks nice. Look at my hand now.
We can do another little. We'll try to do another little. And anyways, today though, to change the subject, I'm talking about gel manicures. And it is true that there are some dangers associated with it, and it doesn't mean you don't have to do it. Right. Really try to do it in a smart way.
Okay, we'll have a chance to talk about that.
Also.
Long-lasting gel manicures are the rage right now. I get them, and right now my nails are resting right now because some damage can happen when you get the gel manicures. But there are recent reports also that can lead to potential nail problems and skin risks if they're not done properly. So here with the latest, please welcome back our home and family member, board-certified dermatologist, Dr. Sandra Lee. So welcome, Doctor.
Good to
nice
see
to have you back.
Can
you explain to everyone how these, first of all, let's just say when you get a gel manicure, I like to use them because they last for 2 weeks.
Right.
When I have a regular manicure, and especially doing the show every day, the next day my nails are chipped and they look bad on camera and I get upset and I have to, it's a mess. So I have the gel manicures, but I do notice that after a couple of weeks, my nails are, they're in jeopardy. They get thin, they break, and that's the downside.
There's wonderful positives with it, and I'm not knocking them. I mean, they're very popular these days, especially because they're long-lasting then. You know, they really, and they make your nails feel stronger because it's a coating there and it's sealed in. But there's dangers involved with it, and if you just do it intelligently, then you can enjoy the benefits of it.
Okay,
you know?
so explain to us how the manicures actually work.
Right, when they first came out, they've been using these UV lamps to cure the gel because they coat multiple layers, and then each time between each layer, you put your hand in one of these machines. And these are UV light boxes. They're ultraviolet rays. It's like putting your hand in a tanning bed. Okay, so there's obviously dangers inherent in that. You know, there are increased risks.
Like, what are the dangers?
Okay, even in your nail, and that can result in amputation. That can certainly threaten your life as well. So they can be dangerous that way. But there are ways that we can really try to protect our skin. One, you told me earlier that your manicurist puts you in these UV gloves.
Yes, they do.
Which is a very nice thing to do. If you wear these and then you put your hand under the lamp, only your fingers are exposed. Right. So that's helpful. It's protecting your hands for the light. So you don't have to buy a UV glove itself. You just want to look for, you can go on the internet and Google photo, sun protection glove or something like that.
Can you use any kind of, can you use a leather
I would say look for something that's dark. Look for something with a very tight weave so that sun can't penetrate or the UV light can't penetrate, okay? The other thing that I think is a really good idea, even a better idea, is to bring in sunscreen, or for the manicurists to include that in their regimen. You know, when they massage your hands, if they massage in sunscreen, that's going to protect your hand right before they put the before they put the coating on and before you put your nail.
Well, plus I didn't want to, I used the gloves too because I went through that whole process with you to remove the spots and then to stick it under the UV. It's going to come back again. I don't want to do that.
Yes, that's right. That's very important too. You can certainly get brown spots from this too, so you want to protect your hands. And lastly though, they've really, they have been advances in it. So now we have an LED light, and these look
What's the difference between LED and UV light?
LED light is not ultraviolet rays.
Okay.
You're not getting the risk of skin cancer with these. And only certain brands, though, will use the LED light to cure. So you need to ask your spa. You need to ask the people who do your nails. That's very important. And, you know, all this being said, I really want to bring up some things in general about nail salons. I use nail salons. It's so nice to be pampered, and it's girl time, too, or time spent with your loved ones, your daughters. But, you know, you really want to do it very intelligently. You know, there's a lot of bacterial infections or fungal infections that can come in your nails because of the way they may paint your nails. If they push back the cuticles, that's really not a good idea because that is where you can get an infection in your nails. I also wanted to bring up these little bags. These are actually from my office, where these are bags that we use to sterilize instruments, and you probably recognize these in your nail salon.
Dr. Lee, I have to tell you, I have never seen those in the salon, and now you're making me nervous about that.
Well, I bet if you look out, you will see them, because a lot of them will bring them out and they'll kind of show them and open the bag here, because this is showing that it is sterilized. Well, I put this nail clipper in earlier today, and this bag is actually not sterilized. It may look like it is, and you can open it up and it's sealed, so you think that it's sterilized.
Right.
They'll open it up and they'll say, okay, this is a fresh nail clipper that doesn't have any cooties on it.
So how do I know the difference?
You know the difference because if you actually examine the bag, this one right here is not sterilized and this one is, and there's a color change. And in fact, they can even put an indicator in the bag, and it turns a different color when it's been sterilized.
What turns a color?
This little tag right here.
Oh, I see. I see.
And even the bag itself will turn a different color. So pay attention to those things, because that will tell you that things are sterilized. And you know, even the nail files that they use, it's dangerous to have somebody, you know, for them to file somebody else's toenail that might have toenail fungus, and then they file yours with the same file. The best thing for you to do is to bring in a kit of all your own supplies and really have them use them. Have them use your own nail clipper, your own nail file, your own instruments to trim your nails.
So should you ask when you're getting your nails done to see them actually open the bag and look at the bag before they start working on you?
Yes, probably, and then you might want to, you know, listen to what they're saying behind your back. they might get a little irritated with us, but you know, you've got to just protect yourself, because you know there are many case studies in dermatology literature of people getting big infections using those big lounge chairs that give you the massage and you dip your feet in them. The best one to use is just use a tub and have them put some fresh plastic lining in it, so you know that it hasn't been used before.
How do you know they clean the lining? There's just so many.
Hopefully they're new ones.
Yeah.
Making me nervous about getting a manicure.
I get them myself, and I'm sure if I ever get an infection, my husband, who's also a dermatologist, is going to say, I told you, why are you going there? Because we like them, and this is life, you know. So you got to live your life, but just do it cautiously and do it smart.
Well, you gave us a lot of good information to think about when you go there, and it's actually easy to implement.
Because I've not had my first real.
You had
I had it here on the show. I was pampered here on the show.
Yeah, you did.
That's why I have to stay away, right there.
All right. If you'd like more information on Dr. Lee, you can go to her website, which is www.skinps.com, and you can also go to our website as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, and thank you for my hands. I'm so happy with them. Thank you.